expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. It's the calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. Tides are changing. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's a revolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. With the revolution. With the revolution. With the ground beneath your feet, with a whisper in the trees. Do you feel us watching? Hunger in our eyes, victories on our minds. It's our time to rise. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's a revolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. With the revolution. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. With the revolution.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love.
That was disgusting. Oh my God, June. Oh.
Absolutely devastating.
He's actually in a really good spot for his teammate to watch over him and give him assistance, but no one really watching the main run up. And oh, what a trophy system collateral kill!
Oh, they gotta get on the point. They gotta get on the point. They're gonna run out of time. Can they contest? They are with 1.4 seconds. And Phil is gonna go down. We are gonna be seeing him now. No, out of the point, and Wave Runners by the skin of their teeth. They're gonna be able to hold on.
Can he play from a horse? Oh, holy! He's gonna get another one.
As Hoy will quick scope heavy.
But it's gonna not necessarily translate to control from the bottom lane, as Legacy just being an absolute nuisance here with his team just taking such a back control here.
Team kill is gonna get hustled down to 2v2. They should have had the man up, and now Austin goes for the game, get one. He's gonna look for the double, can't quite get it. Zuxium, the last man alive, and now it's Zuxium trying to finish off the team. He's gonna stun him there, see one. One's gonna push out, it's gonna get taken out. Zuxium can finish it right here, 7 points left. Taking out another one more pushes out. He's gonna get taken out by a teammate, and that's gonna be Hype Esport taking map number 1.
I see it now, I see it now.
Hello, Call of Duty fans! Welcome back to the K7 League. I am your desk host. That's right, Heroism. I'm here with Kamaka and Tugboat. I don't know which side I just pointed, but we are back. It is Season 3, Match 1. We started off with the HeartBreakers and the Knights Templar. Tug, Kyle, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. Can't complain. I knew that was gonna happen. See, that's why we play in these things. That's why we play in these things. He said my name first, so I thought I was supposed to go. Anyway, Hero, I am ecstatic to be having you over here on Desk Host, really introducing us and giving us some of that vocal butter for us to get us warmed up for casting, man.
A little voice crack, but we're good. We're good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, it's not a problem.
All right.
But
Yeah, I
I'm
can't.
doing pretty
For
good
me,
as
I'm
well.
sorry, I didn't.
What?
Just my normal voice, dude. Don't make fun of me.
No, it's me. I was saying my voice crack.
I know. I'm just messing with you, Kyle.
Oh yeah, I'm doing just fine, dude. I've seen a lot of these teams, and not just the last season of K7 in Modern Warfare, but also in the preseason in the case of HeartBreakers. So I am pumped for this match, to say the least.
Yes, sir. Knights Templar and HeartBreakers, correct?
That's right, correct. So, what do we got to introduce to the stream here, ladies and gentlemen? The rosters or the maps first?
Let's go for rosters.
Yeah, rosters first. Maps, what is alphabetically first, but I do like the rosters. We got some goats here playing tonight. Knights Templar here on the left, HeartBreakers here on the right. HeartBreakers making up that red squad, which makes sense, right? Heart, red, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, a little match day thing coming through for ya. Knights Templar, of course, the coach coming through. Nordic, Magnifico, Dusty, and Ray. Man, Kyle's gonna run me through the HeartBreakers. Or, excuse me. Yeah, through the HeartBreakers. Yep, that was right, sorry.
Yes, indeed. On the HeartBreakers today, we are going to be having Octavane, Trezzy, 04, and in the place of Dior, we are going to be seeing main man Ace taking up the place tonight for HeartBreakers. It was a very interesting preseason for them, and, I mean, they showed that they definitely have some good stuff going for them. And in fun fact, we actually didn't see Knights Templar play much at all, so it's going to be interesting to see these guys play, especially with Ace instead of Dior.
Yes, in the preseason, I believe you meant, right?
Yes,
Like,
preseason.
yeah, we obviously the K7 League, very storied narratives coming through here, but in the preseason, which there were several of, but what do you mean? We got to give the people what they want. They wanted more preseason hype. We gave the people more preseason hype. Now, of course, I need to talk about and thank the organizations and people who did make this possible. Of course, we got our producer down there helping out, making our jobs as casters just so much easier. But then GitGudHosts as well. They're providing that neutral host for a very, very fair price. And there's a reason that a lot of online leagues are using them. Innovated Gear as well. That's the official apparel sponsor of the K7 League. Huge shout outs to them. A lot of what we do now wouldn't necessarily be entirely possible without them. So big shout outs there. DropShotStats as well, providing that data. It really just provides us as casters with that big different narrative and allowing us to spin these different stories. There's a lot of different ways to take numbers and stuff like that and how to interpret them, and it wouldn't be possible without DropShot. Making the world an actively better place. That's Gamers Resort, helping out with the mental health aspects of various gamers' lives and whatnot. Again, I really can't think of a much better cause in this world. You can check out what they're doing on their Twitter and their website. DesignByYou as well. A solid little partner coming through, and that is our video editing services. You'll see some of their work on display here as we were transitioning from scene to scene.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. And not last but not least, I don't want to leave out Rogue Energy.
Yes,
they
sir.
are a very awesome sponsor as well. If you guys are feeling like you need just a little bit more crackedness going on here in your gunfights, make sure you guys pop a Rogue Energy. It is guaranteed to make your gunfights more
Guaranteed?
fun.
Not
guaranteed to win.
I was going to say,
But it's
on the
guaranteed to make it more
I've checked
fun.
it out. I've checked it out. It does not say a guarantee of performing better. Otherwise, I think I'd have a solid lawsuit here, Kaimako.
Nah, but more fun.
Yes, more fun, absolutely.
Absolutely. We're gonna get to the beginning of this season here, as we have another match that's getting ready to play at 10 p.m. where that's Kamaka and Shifty. But we're gonna get started with the Knights Templar and HeartBreakers. But before we go there, we should show the viewers that are watching right now the maps and modes. There's about 50 viewers in the stream. We got to see what's going on tonight and break it down here on the maps and modes presented by GitGudHosts. Take it away for us, Tugboat.
Yes, sir. Again, shout out here to our partner making this possible. That's Get Good. A little double dose of Raid up front. If you're a Roach, you won't like it because Raid is Roach Killer, right? I don't know. Checkmate coming up there, maybe for our chess fans, and then Miami rounding it out. I think anybody can really appreciate Miami in the literal sense as of right now, given that the rest of the country is either under a few feet of snow, or if you're like me here in the Carolinas, it has been raining for 7 damn days. Like, I'm not kidding in the slightest. Every time I walk outside, rain falls on my head. Like, for literally a week now.
Oh, raindrops just keep on falling on your head, dude. I think that's a song,
There you
right?
There you
But
go.
yeah,
Raindrops.
anyways.
Yep, no, it is. It's a very happy song, too.
Very happy song. But yeah, we are going to be seeing a lot of raid, a lot of checkmate, and, well, maybe half as much
one,
checkmate.
yep.
At least one. But I would really love to see some Miami, dude. We saw it in CDL. If you guys were watching it this week, it was, I don't know. I think that, in all honesty, it's not as bad of a map. I think it's actually a pretty decent map for, how little people give it for credit. I think it's, especially, like, even if we bring the snipers back, it's very good in that aspect. It's just good for the long sight lines. It's got a lot of good close quarters areas, too. So I think it's pretty much a decently made map, especially considering some of our other options that we could have had this year. But yeah, we're going to be starting it off on Raid Hardpoint, everybody's favorite, long fan favorite coming up here, Tugboat.
Absolutely. As far as S&Ds, I really do like Garrison, honestly. I really don't like Garrison for Hardpoint and Control. Both of those, I feel like a little bit more one-sided, but Search and Destroy is more predictable, if that makes any sense at all, Kyle. Speaking of these past games, though, geez, a 3-2 V for the Atlanta FaZe in a game that I think they won Hardpoints by by a total of 14 points. It was nutty stuff. Nutty stuff, truly was.
Yes, indeed. But right now we're looking at Knights Templar versus HeartBreakers on Hardpoint, and it is going to be a fun time starting things off first. Map of the first match of the season, getting off here as Knights Templar trying to make a take for the mid, and Magnifico already blooding. He's going to get first blood of the season there, Tugboat.
Yes, sir. That's definitely something we need to keep track of. We'll keep track of like what total stomps, 200-point clubs, 100-point clubs, things like this, to be able to again collaborate with our people over there at DropShotStats and get you that interesting input and narrative. What, 18 points or so as the contests come through from the Knights Templar, but so far this has been all Heartbreakers in the left side of this kill feed all the time.
Yeah, they've been doing a pretty dang good job off of P1 here, my friend. Almost getting like, they've actually almost got 30 seconds worth of time, and I guarantee you they will probably get very close to that. Yeah, they are very close to that, so I guess it pretty much promised that before, while they had already done it. But yeah, Knights Templar trying to recuperate some of the time and make their way towards next, which Heartbreakers are already sitting on top of. 04 trying to keep an eye on Laundry to make sure they don't push up, and oh, that is so good by him in number 6. And they're going right on in, clearing it out, and Heartbreakers are looking pretty dang good right now, my friend.
Yeah, if you're the Knights Templar, you might be having a heart attack after the Heartbreakers completely put down multiple members. Dusty, 0 and 6, putting up the goose egg so far here, Kyle.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a... Yeah, a little bit of a tough start here for Knights Templar as being literally run ragged here by Heartbreakers. They really just can't seem to get much of any time that Heartbreakers isn't willing to give them already, my dude. Nordic and the guys, they are going to be breaking a solid 30 seconds here in Heartbreakers. They seem to be wanting a little bit more of this time. I mean, this is usually around the time people start to get set up for next, and you see that they're starting to get ready for that contingency plan as well. Probably going to try and make them spawn out one way or the other. It looks like they're going to try and go for clearing out the mansion side and getting them to spawn on raid is what I think is going on here, but Knights Templar are not letting that happen. They're going to try and do the opposite, breaking them out here. Only one on the objective. That is main man Trezzy. Fries one, but Magnifico does find him along with a lot of other people, and they break the hill very quickly.
The Heartbreakers doing a decent job from the top side of Garage. An explosive start on this is a Knights Templar member falling, Heartbreakers are coming from the north side. Now a lot of contention coming through. We're going a little overhead action and see one drop in the middle. Another holding down middle part very well. That's Magnifico here on point. Man's got himself 20 plus seconds already. Looking to the corner into the classic cars. Not going to happen. A pair of headshots take down a Knights Templar player and a Heartbreakers 04. Looking more like 007 out here with these beam shots. Got a little assist action there towards the end, but last 15 seconds of this or so should be all Heartbreakers. One left. Oh, Nordic comes through like the Viking god he is. The little warrior action, taking down one really early and taking the last little scrap time here. So this will be a tie-up action? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be at least that. No, they're actually going to make a liar out of us here, Tug, by 1 second. But regardless, it's going to be a big fat fight for next. So, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, that really, like, so you're Nordic, you sit back and just chase down a man, and he just shows the back to him, gives up an easy kill, and now a really solid side of this next hard point. There's a full 40 left.
Yeah, I mean, Heartbreakers are not in a totally bad position because they're still spawning by Laundry. Trezzy trying to make his way in here, but he does have a little bit of limited options here, especially because Nordic has got the back line on lockdown. You're about to see him shoot somebody here, and yes, he does totally fry that guy. Leaves limited options for Heartbreakers to come in here. They have a very good setup here, Tug, and now they're going to start to break away from the Heartbreakers, I guess you could say. Starting to go towards next as well. They've lost control over Ring, which is not that bad. They just got to make sure that they keep them coming from one direction, which they are set up for. But the setup not really going their way. It looks like Heartbreakers is actually going to make their way into said good positions.
Now on the next rotation of hard points, big chunk of that came out for the Knights Templar earlier. And a fantastic take it was. Treasy, up top, beaming with the headshots and more as teammates find some of their own. That's Ace, really proving why he's on the starting lineup today.
I mean, yeah, he's doing pretty dang good from a holistic perspective. A lot of OBJ time and doing decent in terms of kills versus deaths. And they are going to be, you know, just pile driving Knights Templar still. They can't seem to get a break here. Oh my god. Just smacking down another one in that corner. They've just got such a oppressive level of control here, Tug, and it's coming in because of their P1 control, which is also going to give them some good potential time for next. You see, now Knights Templar are starting to go after that and spawn out Heartbreakers. But this could still lead to a beneficial outcome for Heartbreakers, as Knights Templar are still not totally set up yet, and they've got P2 spawns, so, I mean, it's not totally bad going on here for Heartbreakers in this situation.
No, it is not. At the end of the day, I think that the Knights Templar are really coming through at a super competitive angle simply because they're playing objective a little bit more. HeartBreakers, looking at the number, 16-10 for, or 18-10? 18-10, excuse me, for Treasy. Octavian putting in a solid performance as well. Has not hit double digits on the deaths quite yet. Knights Templar, only positive member when I started the statement was Magnifico. Now he's only one down. Dusty not far behind, but at the end of the day, again, they're simply playing objective more, even if they are losing these gun battles, Kyle.
I mean, they might be losing the individual gun battles, but the team fights, they are winning on the objectives enough to where they are still managing to get themselves a little bit of a lead. Ray doing a good job there in taking down 1.5, getting things nice and teed up for his teammate to finish off. Dusty trying to clear out the spawns, and Ray might be able to finish this up for him, but they've still got 0-4 chilling back there, trying to make their life a little bit more annoying. You see the rest of HeartBreakers are coming back here to try and solidify their spawn location here, but they've got to watch out for Ray. He's in a good position to do some damage here, and Ray is going to come around the corner, and he is going to... Oh, yes, indeed. Now they're starting to pile in here, my friend. It's looking good for a break for Knights Templar.
HeartBreakers up about 13 points or so. We're going to head on over to a Knights Templar live listen in as Magnifico absolutely drills one outside. We'll be back with you guys in a second.
I got 3. One more.
Water stairs.
Yeah, I just want water.
One in the back.
I'll pick up dub. I got dub. Any kill we get there is one behind us. When the,
Weak
yeah, I'm leaving him.
There's 2 in already.
Wait for me. Wait for right here. We'll slide. Ready? Slide now. I'm back.
I got one.
Nice.
Yo, in gym.
Dead.
Nice.
I got...
And we are back here live. Hydrate, gamers, but don't get caught drinking a bottle of water when you come back to live.
Yeah, we're back.
Cal, you with me?
Yes, I am. And we are with the game as well. Dre trying to hold it down here as someone is trying his hardest to break on into Jim. Just breaks coming in from all sides with Ace coming in here. He's laying down behind the Lambo waiting for reinforcements here, and they do finally come out on top. Like we were saying while the thing was going on here, Tug, decently competitive game here so far, and HeartBreakers are not more than 4 points ahead right now. This is intense.
Yeah, what? 4 points separating these two teams as Knights Templar are about to take the lead again. Now, this next hardpoint rotation is quite a hike, but, I mean, last 30 seconds of this going Knights Templar, all that equals out is some contest time, from Knights Templar, and they'll be solidly coming out on top after this next hardpoint. Moving to Kitchens, Nordic looks at player farther away, and it's one closer that does him in.
Indeed, Dusty trying to get a little bit of money control, and oh, that's not very cash money there, my friend. He does get taken down as HeartBreakers are going to be smacking themselves onto the point once again. Dusty trying to come around the side. He might be able to run into one, but comes on the wrong end of the rifle there, my friend. Ray is starting to get a little bit hit up here as well, and they're full challenging him on out because they know that they can get themselves better positioning. This is looking for a good time for HeartBreakers to extend their lead even more so and get going for this next one. But you see Knights Templar, they're getting ready for this. They're like, all right, it's going to be hard to break this, but we can just get set up for the next one. We can win off of any of the remaining hills. But it seems that they're actually kind of losing track of that train of thought, and they're still going for old time. Not really much going on next, and this could be a little bit, you know, not so good for them. A little bit concerning.
2 seconds of contest time would equal out a Knights Templar squad that's not able to win full on next hardpoint, but still, it's not a situation you want to approach in. I can't agree more with you, Kyle. You got to look more to the future a little bit on this. Now the HeartBreakers rotating around. Giving up 5-10 seconds, I feel like wouldn't have been that big a deal, but hey, HeartBreakers on top, they're the ones who's winning. A lot of gun battles won up top as we take the eagle-eye vision from the top. There you go. That's 2 now, 3 now here from Dusty. Don't say the man looks musty, because he's smelling real good. Smelling
Yeah, he's definitely smelling like iron, dude, because he has covered it in the blood of his enemies. HeartBreakers trying to smash their way back into the hill and get the break for the win. The final break, the Heartbreaker for Knights Templar, but all they can do is just contest. Now they get the break on the objective fully, and that's a full team wipe. This is looking very good for them. One final contest coming in from Magnifico, but Treasy is ready for it, and that will do it, my friend. Oh, maybe not. He's doing his best to keep it alive
Jesse,
here,
no.
and they do manage to finish things off emphatically. Heartbreakers.
206 for the side of the Knights Templar, 250 of course for the winners of the first round in our best of 5, the Heartbreakers. Some fantastic stuff, like you said, while we were going to the listen-in here. It was a very competitive game all the way through. The only real error I really saw throughout, obviously outside of just losing individual gun battles, which completely happens in the 1v1 situations, is the Heartbreaker staying a little bit too long on time. But at the end of the day, what this equals out, that's what it was, as we were kind of watching it, right? But then as it kind of turns out, the Heartbreakers take just enough time to then push a situation where they only have to take out 2 players really twice in a row. And then it split pushes from the side of the Knights Templar, and there's nothing that can be done to get into this middle, very, very contestable hill.
Yeah, one thing that I did notice Heartbreakers doing a lot was if they couldn't guarantee that the fact that they were going to just totally wipe everyone off the hill and get it for themselves for a long time to come, they would just sit there and contest. Because, I mean, when you've got a close game like that, it's going to really behoove you to make sure that at least if you're not losing the time, then they're not gaining the time. And that creates a dichotomy of, well, they have to push me out, because if we have next spawns, which they pretty much always did because they had good rotations like that, Tugboat is what I'm saying, that puts an immense amount of pressure on their opponents to push on through and put them in positions where they're not necessarily in the best place to win the gunfight.
I'm getting it, yeah. So really, what it's more like the Heartbreakers had fantastic future sight on this, and they were rotating more often. The only time they don't do that is the time that's really not necessary. That's a very, very good point. It's the very, very last hard point. They realize they only need 10, 15 seconds at that last to put it to a situation where the Knights Templar would have to chow every single time, either contest or take solid chunks, 20-second chunks, twice in a row, just to win out on a hard point that was already incredibly close, but had the Heartbreakers there ahead. Some fantastic stuff and some apt analysis there, Kyle. I get it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tug. But we are going to be coming on in with some more raid action, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming back on Search and Destroy, not Hardpoint. So what I do recall from Modern Warfare, I get that doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot for this, but I mean, Search and Destroy is basically the same throughout the entire years. I get snipers and smokes are out this year, but hey, it's game sense and stuff like that. That still comes through. So what I'm getting at here, Tug, is that Knights Templar, they've been pretty dang good at Search and Destroy in the past. So I'm expecting that to be still true today as they fight Heartbreakers.
I'm with it. Search and Destroy. Obviously, a fantastically different game mode from your unlimited respawn hardpoint game mode. And there's, I think, I'll use your $5 word, the dichotomy, the duality here between the two. Starting off with your respawn game mode, just hard and fast all the time, really going to determine who wins based on those just split-second decisions, not just in 1v1s, obviously, that'll continue to repeat throughout your infinite spawn without your infinite spawn game mode, versus Search and Destroy that is requiring of way more specific comms and team pushes and whatnot. I'm 100% with it. Yes, snipers and smokes out. Yes, it's something we'd see on raid. I mean, it's something we'd see on Search and Destroy preferentially regardless. Raid maybe not as much as a requirement. We're not talking Arklov Peak from last game, Kyle.
Yeah. I mean, there are definitely some good sniper spots that you're going to have to do without just because of the sniper ban and all that stuff that's going on right now. But still, there is, like you said, the ability to replace that, especially on a map like this, with ARs. So, I mean, basically, a lot of the strats that you would normally pull off still can come to fruition even without a sniper rifle. So what I'm saying here is that I think KT have a really good chance. Heartbreakers, obviously, coming off of a nice little high from winning that last round pretty emphatically, if I do say so myself. They didn't seem to be, even though it was a very close game, they didn't seem to be, freaking out. They seemed to have really cool heads, and they were taking their gunfights very calmly. I didn't sense a lot of franticness going on there. But KT, it did seem like they were a little bit frazzled there and kind of just throwing stuff at the wall, trying to get it to stick there at the end. But yeah, from a experience standpoint, I would say that Knights Templar has a good up in this, but from a just how they're looking right now, I would say that Heartbreakers have a good edge.
Yeah, so Heartbreakers taking the game number 1, 250 to 206, just as an update. But yeah, gotta agree with Kyle again. Man, it really just burns me down there to have to agree with you twice in a row here, Kyle. But at the end of the day, can't agree more. Knights Templar came through, and there was no situation, there's no real time that they were just obviously just freaking out or whatever, right? There was no times they seemed overwhelmed. Even in individual situations, they're left out by themselves. The respawn comes through via the hardpoint game mode. And this team just rallied together, pushed it again, and galloped on through to, again, a very, very close game. Didn't even get beat by 50 points here. So, less than a 20% win-loss difference right there. But we're going to be starting it again. Again, this is the second raid here on Search and Destroy for our second game mode after Heartbreakers take this. The series now 1-0. We get a double dose of Garrison if we get to a game 4. And no, excuse me, double dose of checkmate, excuse me. And then taking it down south to Miami for the game 5 again if we get there. We can only hope so much, as this is what we're casters. We want as much competitive Call of Duty as possible.
Oh yeah, I would love to see me some Miami tonight, dude. I think it would be a fun time to finish things off. I think it would be a great way to finish things off. But
I gotta say, Corn flexed on us earlier, like the entire country, by saying like, "Oh man, it's 84 outside. I gotta put a light jacket on." Literally, meanwhile, the rest of the country is like covered in snow or sleet or just a stupid amount of water. That guy, dude.
Water world up in here, my dude. But yeah, we are seeing Heartbreakers on the defense. Mid kind of left a little bit wide open here as Ace trying to make his way on in here. Ray is going to get really hit out here. Does take one down with him. That is bomb down, my friend. And Octavane has got it there. Nordic has to come back towards him, and he is actually the only one left right now. Octavane is searching for him, but gets beat to the punch by his own teammate as Heartbreakers. Still looking good, my dude. Still looking good.
Looking very, very good. Now, we got a little bit of information on this. Not 100% sure. Honestly, that first round went so quickly, I was trying to read otherwise. Ace, Dior? Is Dior out? Nope, Ace is still in, excuse me. Yes, Dior is out. Ace, the player from the first game, still in, still summoned for Dior. And again, had a solid hardpoint performance. We'll see if that continues here on Nurse and D. Man's 1-1 right now. It's Treasy 3-0.
Oh, absolutely. This man's been having a decent impact so far as another first blood going into the hands of Heartbreakers. Ace and Trezzy doing a pretty dang good job so far, getting on up in here, making some oppressive gains here, pushing him really far on back into Laundry. Magnifico fighting for his life, and that is not a fight that he wins. The fight in mid going down very badly as well, and it is just Ray in the enemy team spawn.
Yeah, so Heartbreakers, a wholehearted, really one-sided win in round 2, from the Search and Destroy after they take game 1. Solid amount of momentum going their way, Heartbreakers, that is. Knights Templar are really going to have to rally through here, stop the progress and the pattern procedure of the Heartbreakers, because this is the time you really need to make a statement. Nobody wants to push it to the control to then force a reverse sweep situation where you cannot drop round your best of 5. Everybody on Knights Templar negative. Everybody on Heartbreakers either even or positivo. Treasy has not died yet, my friend.
Yeah, I was about to say, speaking of not dropping anything, Treasy has not dropped a single death yet, but he has dropped 5 kills. Ace feeling confident, making his way towards mid-map. The Knights Templar seems to be going all the way to A. This is a very common setup that we see. They're doing it a little bit. Yeah, it seems that they're taking it a little bit more cautiously than a team normally would because they really want to make sure they don't die. But that has only allowed Heartbreakers to get in better positions to deal with it now that they know what's going on. And now they might not even be able to get the plant down. They've got the setup, but they don't have the plant yet. They're about to get it now, though, Tug. Or not.
Just like that, again, Heartbreakers take this third S&D round very, very quickly. Some long-range shots lobbed, and that's just thematical coming from the basketball court. Yuck, 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 yuck. But Nordic and all the rest, yeah, really, I mean, gotta call it like we see it. Heartbreakers are absolutely shutting them down the S&D.
Yeah, definitely having a hard time here, Knights Templar. I'm a little bit shocked here, my friend. Only 3 kills. That's 1 kill per round per person for Knights Templar. That is half the kills that Trezzy alone has. It's absolutely insane what we're seeing here, Tug. As Heartbreakers just looking to W key them on B, and it seems that it's really working out for them, just running at them. This is unprecedented and insane.
You know, the insanity, unprecedented actions. I don't know. End of the day, this is a huge carry right now from Treasy. I don't think it can be understated. The man's now 7-0. It really has just been sitting outside by cul-de-sac using that AR to really just... Well, we talked about earlier. Maybe you don't need a sniper rifle.
Yeah, maybe you don't. Maybe all you need is an XM4, AK-74U, and maybe a Krig. Oh my goodness, that's all he needs.
Dream.
Yes, and a dream. And speaking of, they not only break hearts, but they ruin dreams as well, apparently, Heartbreakers. They are 4-0 up after 4 rounds. This is starting to look very, very grim for Knights Templar, who were pretty much favorites coming into this, believe it or not. Heartbreakers, they were, I tried to sugarcoat it earlier, but they had a very tough preseason here, Tug. But apparently the experience helped them up against the Knights Templar team, who played 0 matches in the preseason.
Far be it I to say that teams that participate in more K7 League matches then go on to perform better, but perhaps that's just the writing on the wall. 1 minute in, as we see the first plant from the Search and Destroy competition.
Yes, indeed. Ray has gotten 2 kills so far. This is looking pretty dang good. He has already tripled his kill count here, and Magnifico is sitting here, pretty, waiting for Ace to make his move. Ace, a man by himself, he's got to literally live up to his namesake here, and he totally cannot, as he's got a guy right behind him. Knights Templar gonna be still showing signs of life here, although they're barely breathing here, Tug. It's still better than being 5-0 down.
Yeah, what, a 4v1 situation in more ways than one there towards the end. Now the Knights Templar will not be sent packing with a goose egg on Search and Destroy no matter what. But at the end of the day, this is a squad, Nordic, Magnifico, Dusty, Ray, that has before and can again come back and really just reverse the tide that is coming against them as of right now. Treasy finally fell as well, so that's really going to be the first step towards shutting the Heartbreakers down. As it is, Octavane dying out. He's put up a goose egg. There's only one other player that can say that.
Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's just chilling here, being so patient, waiting, and Knights Templar are exactly where they want to be right now, dude. They have the manpower advantage, and oh, just as I say that, Ray peeks out a little bit too far for too long and gets, a little bit demolished there by main man Treasy. He is at 8-3, I believe, and Ace looking to go on through and finish things up. Nordic sees the writing on the wall, and he's going to take a kill, going for the other, and oh, that is great kills from Nordic. He only has one left to deal with, and that is Ace, who has killed his teammate. Bomb is down right there, so advantage in the hands of Knights Templar. Don't know if he quite seen it because the body was covering it, but Ace is now going to have to deal with 2 at the same time.
Oh, pops up to window, doesn't get a preferential placement on it, and the Knights Templar showing out what they can do on Search and Destroy. Now, not 1 but 2 rounds strung back to back. That's an attack and defense, which again, huge deal. That could have gone poorly for the other side. The advantage that the vertical position can grant you really cannot be understated, as it is. Well, you saw how that goes. Knights Templar puts together a second.
Yeah, I mean, Nordic just used the positioning to absolutely great effect. He cut off the sight line on one of the guys at a time, killed one, hopped out the window for the other, totally smoked him, and he has his first 3 kills of the game, and then he gets his best death of the game right after that, as I'm saying that. But now, Knights Templar, they do lose first blood this time, do get one back on Treasy, though, and that is exactly the person you want to kill there, my friend. But serious mid-control going on here for Heartbreakers, and you're looking to further push up into them. Very aggro plays here, Tug.
Magnifico, just like that, last alive for the squad. A 1v2 situation, so not ideal, but also not outside the realm of possibility whatsoever, Kyle. 45 seconds. Knights Templar definitely want to take this, push it to a 1-round game. I think Magnifico heard. There he is. Hide and go seek is Magnifico's game. Not too far away is Octavane, but he's definitely got those sightlines out. He knows where Bomb is. He knows exactly where Magnifico needs to go to extend the time on this whatsoever or push it all the way out. Don't think any of those hit.
Oh my goodness, he's got the bomb though, and he's forcing Octavane to get away or die. And that is great stuff for Knights Templar. 3 in a row to combat the Heartbreakers 4 in a row. It's starting to look a little bit more like the dream is coming back to life as Magnifico, one shot as can be, finishes off that round, and they have won round number 7 there, Tug. I don't think it's been very effective in this game as it was in Modern Warfare, but I mean, the curse still has a little bit of potency every once in a while.
Yeah, still something I'll knock on wood about. What my man Kyle here is speaking on is it was just a ridiculously odd coincidence how frequent it would happen. But basically, didn't matter what the scoreline was. Whatever team won that round 7 last game would just come through with absolutely Herculean efforts to take out the search and destroy rounds at the end. Plant now coming out. No, it's not. Stop dead in his tracks is Octavane.
Indeed, 0-4 trying to make sure the same thing doesn't happen again as Ace takes his turn at the plant. He's just getting seriously pushed out here. Too many grenades, too many bullets, and 0-4 is going to be down for the count. Magnifico trying to suss out these last 2 guys, and he is all by himself as his teammate falls right next to him. This is situation very tough. Go ahead.
This is a situation Magnifico was literally just and man's 5-5. It would be fantastic stuff to put up this to 7-5 for a second round in a row attack and defense on the back. The single player. I know that's exactly where his head is at right now. Pushing up, getting aggressive. Like it so far. Looking towards Van. Little around the... Yep, okay. Yeah, so they just kind of run him around. At the end of the day, wouldn't have mattered even if he'd taken that one because the plant time was not there. I believe it's 4 seconds on plant still.
5.
5.
Yes, it is about 5 seconds for plant time.
Yep.
Treasy and
like 11. Yeah, so just burned out. Yeah, there was no winning there. That was perfect defensive play when it comes to not even engaging the enemy, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the best way to win a gunfight in a round is just to not even take it at all there, Tug.
Yep.
I'm a very proud proponent of that area of thought, as HeartBreakers are going to use it to good effect. Almost there to victory, although Knights Templar are a lot closer to them than they were in the past. Of the past 4 rounds, HeartBreakers have only won once, but Ray dropping very early on. Again, that is tough, and no one picking up mid. Ace is about to light them on fire, but Knights Templar are in positions to where they don't die from him, but it's only a matter of time here if they stay here. Dusty being a little bit proactive here, and he's looking to help his teammate hit them out from Laundry.
0-4. Playing corner positions. Teammate does fall. Now just waiting for the next, and that is put to a very bad situation for the HeartBreakers. This has been a a runaway for the first half of the game, and then Knights Templar doing everything and a bag of chips. Come back, swap around this momentum. Longer range shots. Last 2 members either need to play super defensively like we saw earlier against Magnifico, or collapse onto 0-4 lastly by himself. Doesn't matter. Just real patient play. That has won more than 1 round so far, Kyle.
Patient play indeed is a really good thing to do a lot of the time, especially against when your opponents are, a little bit extra feeling the pressure, my friend. And I'm sure HeartBreakers, they've won, I'm going to say it again, I'm going to repeat the stat, they've won 1 out of the last 5-ish rounds, so they've definitely got to be feeling a little bit on the back foot here now, Tug, despite their good start. Knights Templar are going to be on the defense, and they are not going to make the same mistake they did last time of not giving ample attention to the mid. And in fact, it looks like HeartBreakers might be making that same mistake, trying to go in for a very hard push to B, as getting stalled out very quickly.
Now a wrap from multiple players of Knights Templar. The collapse will come in once Nordic really completes his circle here. He's going to be investigating upper bungalow area. Now shots from the top. Ray gets damage on one, then just gets absolutely jumped on. A bloodbath here on the cul-de-sac. Dusty from the outside. Plant attempted. Plant is not going to happen. Ace the last alive. Be looking for a fantastic performance from his side. Dusty looking to the top. Shots in. The collapse will continue here soon. Magnifico on one side. That's Dusty on the other.
The thing is that Dusty, he's got the bomb right where he wants it. As long as Magnifico stays alive, or heck, even kills him, they're totally walking on sunshine here, my dude. And we have our first round 11 of the season in the first game. Here we go.
First search and destroy opportunity. First round 11 for the K7 League Season 3. If that's not confirmation that your casters know what's going to happen before the game starts, then I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know how many times I've been asked for the script,
Right. But yeah, like I was saying, it looks like the round 7 curse still has a little potency here, Tugboat, just a little bit. but Knights Templar, they're making a very strong play from mid. Ace running right out in the middle of everything. They're going to turn the corner, absolutely fry him alive, and that does leave things a little bit less populated for HeartBreakers. Got to be a little bit careful here, as, yeah, they are going to be losing their bomb guy, but it's still in a good spot here for Knights Templar overall.
This is insane. This is literally like the tale of 3 different teams. There's the Knights Templar, there's HeartBreakers minus Treasy, and then there's Treasy by himself. The man's 16-6. He's eliminated 3 full teams' lobbies worth in Search and Destroys, and round 11 isn't even done yet. Fantastic stuff from him. Hard situations for the HeartBreakers. They drop this one. They will be tied up in the best of 5 series 1-1. Knights Templar could not have taken that in a better way either. Opposite sides of the map. Here, 7, that's 04. Moving Ross will be looking towards B soon as plant is going to come through. Knights Templar are going to get a little bit longer of a lease on life.
Oh, that was a tough one to miss there for 04. He's in a bad spot now. They know exactly where he is. All they got to do is do ring around the rosy. Speaking of the ring, he's going to hop on top of it, trying to shoot one down, but he's going to take some bullets, flying around the corner. How does he avoid the shots from Magnifico there, dude? This is a 1v1 situation, and he's going for him. Bad timing, looks the wrong way, and oh no, this is not looking good here, my friend. 04
what guy!
And shoots extra bullets just to make sure, securing the win for Heartbreaking indeed.
A guy. Heartbreak Hotel hath been checked into. 04 again, looking like 007. That's James Bond, y'all, with some fantastic, flashy, and bloody play here in round number 11 to secure the W for his squad. We said earlier that patience was frequently rewarded with round wins in the Search and Destroy, so it was just straight up backpack plays. Magnifico earlier with a 2v1 situation and nab a round for his squad at a time that it could not have come at a better one. And then we see an opposite situations here. HeartBreakers simply wanted it better. That was beautiful. 04 coming through with clippable, castable, exciting, everything in between. You know, every positive adjective in the book, I'll throw at that one.
Oh my god, dude. You can literally put down every superlative in the book to describe how awesome that was. That was a great way to start the season.
I think he had like 3 seconds left on the defuse. Like, literally, you play ring around the rosy one more time on that kind of like middle embankment there where you can get up on that top head glitch, and you don't have enough time, right? At the end of the day, too, I think if Knights Templar maybe have realized that, then they even could have played the life, even lost the life, but then not been able to let 04 sprint there in time in the 7.5 seconds that it takes to defuse, right?
I mean, yeah, he was definitely a little bit up against the clock there at the end. He still had, I think he had like 12 seconds left. So yeah, he was definitely starting to get there. And if main man on Knights Templar there had just ran around just a little bit longer, played his life a little
3
bit.
seconds done, like, yeah.
Dude, straight up, that was pretty much as close as it gets. You are spot on there. And we are definitely going to be seeing, maybe not, actually, never mind. I was coming into this thinking that Knights Templar had won that. So this could still be a 3-0 territory here, my dude.
Yeah.
This is absolutely crazy. And apparently I've just gotten word from our production that Dior is coming in for Ace. They are going to replace the Ace coming in when they absolutely need him the most.
Yep. Dior, a fantastic player. Ace, kind of had a more middle of the road performance for some of the hard point. Again, had a crap load of objective time, which again will get the kudos from your casters all day long. Again, all of these are objective based games. There's no team deathmatch here in your competitive Call of Duty settings. After a game too, I think you need to wipe the brow, hydrate, everything in between. So we're going to go to a very short break. We'll be back with you guys for our game 3, possible the last. HeartBreakers up 2-0 in the series.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but I do right now. Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
I can see all the way up to the top without using a telescope.
Jamie giving him one, looking for the second. And we are back here, Call of Duty fans. The HeartBreakers up 2-0 in the series after an electrifying search and destroy. I'm joined with my man Kyle, and really can't say enough about that previous search and destroy. Between the couple of seconds difference that 04 had on the last to get the defuse off after the second, or the last, excuse me, K that he took right there, wiping out a Knights Templar team and their hopes for a tie-up situation in this best of 5. As it is, backs against the wall, Knights Templar.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can literally describe that in so many ways. You can say it was awesome, it was breathtaking, but what you can really say it was heartbreaking for Knights Templar, as we are still without a round on the board for them, without a map on the board, excuse me. I should be more specific with that. We're coming in now to Control, where it is their last stand up in here on the most difficult map, in my opinion, so far from what I've seen in Control, to win an offense. So, I mean, dude, it's fair. You really got to be good in the killing department. And in the last respawn mode, it just seemed that HeartBreakers were just slightly better at that. So I'm saying HeartBreakers, I think they've got a solid chance of sealing this one out 3-0.
Yes, sir. Match day continues on. Just as a recap, in case you're just joining us, 250, 206 for the first respawn game mode. The hardpoint action on game 1, that was Raid. Raid was for the second map as well. A 6-5 barn burner that went the way of the HeartBreakers at the very end. Little checkmate action we checked into now for the Control. Game number 3. Last chance for the Knights Templar.
Yes, indeed. We are now in here with map number 3. This could be the end of the match here if HeartBreakers do take another victory over Knights Templar. That's long story short for you there, ladies and gentlemen, and they are on the attack first, which means they are going to have to seriously outslay HeartBreakers to get that final defense. It's going to be a tough thing to do, but if anyone can do it, it can definitely be these guys. Oh, that is a good start for them, not for HeartBreakers. They do get a team kill as well as getting killed by Knights Templar. So that does mean the Knights are going to be able to get on B, sniping another one off the tower with an AR. Oh, this is not looking good for HeartBreakers off rip, but they are starting to regain a little bit of control here. But if they really want to, they can push straight through A. It looks like they're trying to do here for some spawn kills.
Oh, Magnifico takes out one close, can't take out the one far. Some solid progress there from Magnifico, the Knights Templar team here on attack. Now Nordic, Ray kind of approaching onto A. Wrapping around from bottom plane, takes out one under wing, contests away. There's one left as respawns for HeartBreakers coming in here to try and flop around this this progress. flip around the progress.
Yeah, it seems that Knights Templar are trying to go for too many things at once, in my personal opinion here, dude. They're going for A, they're going for B, they're going for A, they're going for B. They don't really seem to be going for anything strongly enough to take it, but weakly enough to lose everything back-to-back times. I mean, the lives are still pretty dang close, and granted, you don't have to even take an objective in order to win an attack, well, for it to be beneficial for you, you know what I'm saying? Figuratively, you win it. But yeah, it does make things a little bit more comfortable for HeartBreakers. But good thing is they're starting to win some fights. Ooh, Dusty getting a nice 3-piece up inside of plane, and that is going to be some good stuff for them. They're starting to get shot in the back, and oh, that is going to be them wiped off. But good news for them. I guess the good thing about their diverse strategy here, their split push, is that they still got things going on B, stopping the clock.
There you go. Dusty continues on this progress with 2 on. That might be before Treasy and Octane can get there. Yeah, they're going to abandon it. They're going to give up the extra time for the side of the Knights Templar attack. No, they're not. The very last second, dropping down and giving them the business. 20 seconds now left on this timer as members of the Knights Templar nowhere near. Ray's a little bit farther out, but a lot of this progress will be deleted. Members of HeartBreakers now kind of getting out of dodge while the getting is good. Last little bit of progress, and he will get that. There's one member on the other side. Doesn't touch in time.
Perfect.
Yep.
Good stuff from Ray to go through there and be oh so sneaky and take him down. Good stuff from Nordic as well to fry that guy out of wood. That completely opens that end of the map. But the bad thing for that, the bad thing that does for Knights Templar is it forces HeartBreakers to spawn near the objective that they want to take. Now, they could just say, hey, we're fine with what we've got. Let's just slay out here. But the thing is, look at the lives. They are very far behind right now. So they've got to be very, very cautious of how they play this. And a lot of needless deaths go in the way of HeartBreakers as they do seal the deal with the elims.
Yeah, so this goes down to after B is captured, goes to a 4 life versus 7. Knights Templar put in a bad situation where they basically have to double up against each member and then still have a member alive. Yeah, it just goes down to simple numbers at that point. Decently fast round, and we have to reiterate this one. I think that the Knights Templar may have wasted a few lives earlier on with split pushes. There's a lot of advantage they took from the progress on A, like HeartBreaker sent runners there a couple different times, but was that the big difference? With like, would it have been a different situation on the inside if like if the one man from the HeartBreakers hadn't gone there or not? Who knows? That's theory crafting gets worse at this point.
Pretty much. But yeah, Knights Templar, they are going to be on the defense this time, and they're trying to hold off this assault already on their doorstep and completely getting the wipe going on here. Granted, there's only one left up, and that is Dior. He is still chilling, just playing his life like an absolute madman, about to go up against number 1, who he does kill, and he is going to just keep on playing his life, keep it on being a nuisance, because he knows that that is what really matters on the attack on this map, is that you maintain your lives. And they're starting to go to A, trying to force Knights Templar to come out of their comfortable positions and waste more lives. Going on through is 04. He's going to try and go into the spawns to waste more lives for Knights Templar. And he's about to get some more kills for him on some unsuspecting people.
Tries the longer shots, the short one a little bit better, and then takes it out with a Semtex, kind of putting a bow on top of that present. Can't state this enough, though. You're on attack here. It's going to be really, really difficult. Really oust out the defense on both points. One obviously goes a little bit easier than the other. Frequently, best bet, putting this down to lives, just playing a little first-person shooter action.
Trezzy and the guys, they've got a perfect cutoff here. They're really, really funneling them down. That is good stuff there, my friend, from Trezzy. He's on 3 in a row. Octane does take down the other who he was going for, and they forced them to spawn out in a bad spot. They could even win this offense, and Trezzy, oh no! He's gonna be just putting extra oomph into those punches, as it looks like HeartBreakers are going to be winning their offense. Well, not surprisingly, but amazingly.
Yeah, the way these slays coming out, can't say that it's super surprising. Treasy absolutely putting the thumb screws to the Knights Templar team. This control now going a little bit less one-sided than, or a little bit more one-sided, excuse me, than our hard points and our search and destroy rounds.
I am just absolutely amazed. That was a stupendously good round for the HeartBreakers. I'm amazed, dude. can't believe it. They had a 19 life advantage from that round alone. Let me mind you, they still have the one from the round before, so they are basically unfreaking touchable in the lives department now. So not only do Knights Templar have to win one attack, they are pretty much at this point going to have to win 2 attacks. But obviously, they've got to do this one first. They have to win an attack and a defense and then another attack again, neither of which they have done. So this is looking very good for a good start to the season for HeartBreakers.
Every way, shape, and form, Knights Templar up in this one. Or excuse me, the HeartBreakers up in this one. Knights Templar would have to come through and absolutely slay out not 1 but 2 rounds in a row to then get the advantageous positioning on the 5th round. I know you watch plenty of my other casting when I do grind it with other people, but I literally give you shout-outs on that pretty much every single time because I did not know how the tiebreaker went, and that is so definitive. It really just goes... Controls just so frequently go down to literally that last 5th round, and because of how defense is, because of how one-sided this kind of can be, I guess, on individual maps.
Yes, and I will talk at great lengths of the strategy of this as soon as the action is all said and done. Knights Templar, looks like the action is all said and done, as they are going to be getting beamed off of every single head glitch possible, giving them absolutely no freaking quarter here as HeartBreakers. They are slamming them so hard into the pavement. Knights Templar are going to take a long time to recover from this one, my friend. And HeartBreakers are looking so dang dangerous coming into the season now. Again, this is night and day performance from their preseason matches. And they are just looking so goddamn formidable. This is absolutely ridiculous here, Tug. Coming in with streaks too. Oh, please have mercy.
No progress whatsoever from the Knights Templar as this last one looks like it might be the end. Here comes streaks, like you said, little hellfire from above. Gotta shout it out. Man, Dior has come through here. Yes, Ace was playing well. Yes, Dior is absolutely slaying on the control. Yes, that's also just one game mode, but the man is tripling up at 27-9.
Yeah, the Knights Templar guys, they're just not even sticking around to see that final defeat scroll across their screens. That is just... Well, I want to look for a different word other than heartbreaking. That is just soul-crushing. How about that?
Soul-crushing, heartbreaking. I'm 100% with it. 100% with it. 3-0 for the HeartBreakers after the Knights Templar put up a fantastic performance. I gotta say, a really, really good performance in Games 1 and 2. Games 3, a different situation through and through.
All I can say is that I am amazed. I did not think that it was going to go down like that, Tug. I did not think it was going to go down like that. I thought that it was either going to be Knights Templar win or it was going to be very, very close with the potential for a HeartBreakers win. It was neither of those things. I'm willing to admit I was totally wrong on that. So,
it was just interesting because so frequently I feel like the one-sided matches come out in game number 1, like the hard point, especially given this happened to Control as well. Like, yes, 30 lives is limited, but end of the day, it's still way more similar to your hard points than your search and destroys. So you can really like kind of expect there to be at least a little bit of a correlation between the two. As it is, I think a 0-3 in the control for the side of the HeartBreakers is every way, shape, and form different from a 250, single hill difference at 250-206. We're looking at 45 right there. That's a fat chunk off a single hill. That's doable on any competitive Call of Duty team.
Yeah, man. I think we've just been seeing, not just from me, but just in general across all the casters, even in the CDL, everyone thinking that teams are out just because the other teams are just, said to be better. Perfect example, FaZe versus Florida Mutineers. Oh my goodness, that preseason game, I thought that FaZe had it, even though I wanted Mutineers, but Mutineers totally smacked them. And it was fun to watch. And now
the Halo players are built different.
The same thing here, dude. Yeah, but they totally are. Finding that spot, that is... I'm a little bit happy that we didn't see that tonight, Tug. But yeah, HeartBreakers. That is... Sorry, what?
Yeah, so we're gonna come up here and show you guys. We just got the past done talking about the preseason. This is the present done with the match here. Again, HeartBreakers taking on the 3-0. Now looking to the future. This is our week of February 15th to the 18th. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, every single day, consistently coming through in the K7 League. You just watched the HeartBreakers take on the Knights Templar in 3-0 fashion. Rated Gold, Team Hustle getting it done in different ways, different times. Tuesday, tomorrow, that'll be Monolithic Gaming taking on Rated White. Finale Gaming taking on Wave Rubbers at 10 p.m. My man Kyle is going to use that vocal velvet to take you through Wednesday into Thursday.
Yes, indeed. God Gaming versus Natural Talent, who have been pretty dang good so far. I mean, both teams have been. Swear Society versus Living Nightmare at 10 p.m. on Wednesday. And then going into Thursday, we've got Valkyrie versus Valiant, the Battle of the Vs. Which V stands for victory? We're about to find out. Indiana Syndicate versus Hyped Esports is going to be what rounds out our week. So we've got a lot of really good matches coming up here, Tug, and they're coming at us pretty much every single day within the week. So, I mean, at times where people can be really, really bored during the week because not a whole lot going on, K7 bringing its awesomeness.
Yes, sir. Shortest month in the year, February the 28th, K7 Legal. Having a little something coming in from you there as well. Believe that's a little open qualifiers action. We'll get a little bit more information up on screen for that open qualifiers here a little bit later. But again, cannot reiterate this enough. The day one of season 3 here, the first match, not have gone on in a better way. I think it's kind of typical for casters to say like, oh, you know, the score doesn't belie how close this is, but really that is completely true for games 1 and 2. The idea is that game 3 would have been a little bit more competitive. That is not the case. Checkmate proves to be a different beast entirely. But yes, the open qualifier here on February 28th. Be coming through in the K7 League, a little bit of cash on the line, but this season does continue with that, Kyle. I do believe we may have reached my least favorite part of any broadcast, and that is at least towards the end. Do we have anything else for the good people here?
No, just giving some shout outs here at the end, and I'll let you take us into that.
Absolutely. Want to give a shout out to our hosts, producers, and everyone in between who helps make this possible, as well as to our partners, our partners. That's the GitGudHosts. We all know what they do. Innovated Gear as well. That's our official apparel sponsor with our partner. I didn't say that other word. So the K7 League, DropShotStats as well, providing that hardcore data that lets us really, really wrap our minds around different sorts of narratives from the casting desk as well. Gamers Resort, mental health organization working with gamers and actively making the world a better place. DesignByYou as well. That's the video editing services, again, whose talents you have seen on stream in our in transitions, intros, everything in between, as well as Rogue Energy as well. It's caffeine is proven an unspoken benefit to human beings for literally thousands of years, and that's not even all that it has in it. Check out Roach Energy. If you haven't heard the name, I'm not really sure you've been living.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe living under a rock. But yeah, Rogue Energy, awesome things, because yeah, you're probably going to want to drink some of it because you're going to want to stay nice and pumped up for this next match that we got going after this. Me and Shifty going to be casting that, but stick around because it's going to be good. Yes. And lastly, before we get out of here, we want to thank you, all the people watching right now, for coming on in and giving the support. There are a lot of you out there, and we appreciate each and every one of you.
Absolutely. Yeah, big numbers coming through. We really do appreciate it. Again, end of my broadcast here, not the end of the stream here for the K7 League. Be coming through here. We'll have Rated Gold taking on their opponent here in maybe an hour. It's not about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard right now. It's supposed to start at 10. We'll see if we can get it started here earlier for you guys. But yeah, that'll be the man Shifty and the man Kyle taking you guys through the action there. I'm Tugboat. I'll be back tomorrow with, I think, the 10 p.m. game. I am not the best with schedules and memory. We'll be back with you guys in just a little bit.
I can see all the way up to the top without using a telescope.
Jamie giving him one, looking for the second.